So, I wasn't going to do this tonight, but Santa really needs our help. So, you know, I tried to stay away, but they pulled me back in. Let's see what we got today for day 3. Oh, and we get to chat up one of these days when we get together. You know, something like that. Very professional. Okay, so we got the toboggan login problem resolved, and now we're on our way to the airport. And tobogganing, I guess that's how I say it. It's not very safe. Gotta do a little bit of steering. So we need to figure out which angles will take to take us near the fewest trees. So we get a little map here. Whoa. Trees in this area only grow on exact integer coordinates in a grid. Lucky for us. And you make a map of these squares and the trees. Okay? Now these aren't the only trees. The same pattern repeats to the right over and over and over again. So you start on the open square in the top left corner. You need to get all the way to the bottom. Okay. Sounds fine. What's the problem? The toboggan can only follow a very specific set of slopes. You start by counting all the trees you would encounter for the slope. What? You start on the open square in the top of the corner and you need to reach the bottom. Okay, just past what we see. Hey, what's up, Gavin? Good morning. You're up early again? Have you started today's problem yet? Okay, let me follow this. Start by counting all the trees you would encounter for the slope. Right 3, down 1. Okay. So we get a map of the trees. The hashtags here are the trees. Now there's a very specific way we need to move, basically. Start at the top left. We need to somehow get to the bottom. A repeating pattern of trees. Toboggan can only follow a few specific slopes. Start by counting all the trees you would encounter for the slope right 3, down 1. I guess I've been getting hung up trying to figure out what's so special about right 3, down 1, but maybe that's just like a given in the problem. So I'm just gonna go with it and keep reading. Coffee? I thought you were in the UK. Shouldn't you be having tea? Sorry, that is a terrible stereotype. I don't know how anyone could not do coffee in the morning. I tried to quit it recently. Didn't go, especially with me staying up late doing Santa's work for him. Gonna go right 3, 1, 2, 3, and then down 1. Austria? Oh man, I thought UK. All right. Well, Austria. That's nice, man. The buddy of mine works from the Vienna Orchestra. And yeah, every time I think of Austria, I think about this. I don't know. I'd love to see that someday. One of these days. But congratulations on living in Austria. I've heard it's amazing. Slope right down 1. When you're starting position at the top left, check the position that is right 3 and down 1, okay? Then check the position that is right 3 and down 1 from there, and so on until you go past the bottom of the map. The locations you check in the above example are marked here with 0 where there was an open square and X where there was a tree. Okay, so here we went over 3, down 1, it was open, so we got an O. We went over 3, down 1 again. Oh, there was a tree there, I guess. Yes, so we marked it with X and then continued on, so we get O, X, O, X, X, O, and so on. Until we get to the bottom of the map. Okay, the locations you check in the above example are marked here with the 0, okay, and X where there's a tree, okay. This example, traversing the map using this slope would cause you to encounter 7 trees. Oh, so the first part of the problem, we just need to count the trees, which in this case are X's, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, well, that's okay. That doesn't sound too terrible. Alright. I'm feeling a little bit more jazzed about the problem since yesterday went better. Day 1B kind of tripped me up. Alright. I was watching someone doing this at the notebook, and I think that's a great idea. Wish I had thought of that. And I could still set it up, but you know, I'm lazy. Need to fix that one of these days. So count trees on slope. Okay, file name. And what do we want to do here? Leave that for a second. So first we want to read the file into data structure. And in this case, I think just a list of lists is probably good. I know there's other data structures you could do, like that probably represent matrices a little better, but I think this is probably fine. I definitely don't feel comfortable enough with like numpy or anything to like try to use one of those, so not ready for that. So let's just read it into a list of lists. Okay, and then after we do that, we will iterate. Basically row times counting the number of trees. And the only trick here is that we have to make sure to wrap. We exceed the width. So that's it. Alright. Whatever. So we got file name, and then what was the deal with yesterday we did this to get each line, and it does include the new line, but probably better ways to do it, but I don't want to get hung up just yet. We'll get hung up later, don't worry. As you know. I'm going to try and do a little bit better about naming things this time. So I definitely feel things getting a little bit more complicated now. Alright, so even now I'm going to go ahead and do a parse file function. Maybe it'll take the file name. Yeah, look at us getting fancy. We can test it independently. Maybe we'll be able to reuse it. Split on nothing. That'll give us each character. First, let's strip the new line off of there. There for now. You know, I don't need to split this thing into a list. I could just do a list of strings. Why not, right? Yeah. Well, let's we don't have to be too fancy. Parse the file and see what we get. By the way, look at me using past and stuff, like no Googling. Yeah. I'm learning. Alright, so that looks pretty good, actually. So that looks exactly like I expect. So we've got a list of strings. Okay. I think that's probably fine. All this, our map rules that. Okay. And again, I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but it's okay. Each row in the map it will keep an X and a Y. We start at the topmost corner. And we'll add 1. X plus equals 3. I wanted to see if they count the starting spot. They do not count the starting spot. So there's no X or O here. So I'm taking that to mean that we don't care about 0, 0. We just care about this. So if map at Y, the row, which I don't even know if I care about that. I think I just care about the X, right? If row at X mod row dot with the row is equal to a tree, and we'll increment our tree count. Handled the wrapping, and now we're counting the I forget now if we're counting the trees or counting the open spots. We'll find out. Seven trees. How many trees would you encounter? Okay, so it equals tree, and then we count 1. Okay. Do this thing. just want to take the map. Not a big difference. Hopefully here we'll get 7. One of these days I'm going to make a launch configuration. Just going to do that now. Oh, I don't know how. There we go. Create a launch.json file. That's it. So no more prompting, and I think that'll be for every item. We got some issues. It's okay. I have lots of issues. So I counted 3, and I expected 7. So what happened there? Two, 3, I'm down. Okay. 1, 2, 3, I'm down. So I count 1. 1, 2, 3, down. Open. So I'm sure it has to do with the wrapping. So let me just print this out. So here we expect to see oh, look at that. It's not. This is X. Let's do that. So here we expect to see 3, 6, 9, should wrap. Try that again. 3, 6, 9. So 3, and then 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 1. And then it should have gone over there. So that actually looks exactly like I was hoping to see. So, what's the problem? How many actual rows did I get? So here I expect this to see 11 items printed out. Somehow I got 12. Not sure how I got 12. Okay. Let's go ahead and print this out too. So when in doubt, print statements, right? Already we're wrong. And that's because we would never count the first row. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So let's go ahead and create a Y here. Let's see, we'll say Y in range of 1 to the length of map. Yep. And then we'll just set our row here equal to map at Y. Then, of course, we have to actually go and increment Y. In this case, we're starting at 1. Okay, so we'll get our X, we'll get our Y, sorry, our row, and then at the end here, after we figure this out, we'll go ahead and bump that Y up. So that looks terrible. Looks terrible. Assignment. Oh well. That'll do it. Alright, so now things are looking much better. I should just go ahead and run some things. So we did 3 by 1. We got a dot. We got 6 and 2. What's up, user man? From yourself. That's funny. Your name always cracks me up. Sorry, I'm having trouble with basic math now. 4, 5, 6, down. Why is 6, 2? Why is 6, 2 a tree? 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, because it is. Alright, so we got the right answer. So part A is looking pretty good. You're just in time, user man, to see our true input. Let's see if this sucker works. Didn't do anything fancy, quite the opposite. That print statement out, or else I don't know. Maybe it'll be fun to see all the printout. Oh, jeez. No connection can be made. I think it's because I hit up instead of F5. There we go. Let's see. 22 lines? We do. And it's that. Oh yeah. Yeah, I thought about using Numby, but I just figured I'd try to I'm trying to limit the things I'm learning about. I'm trying to limit my learning to like just 1 or 2 things a day. And it's been too much lately. 1 gold star. But Numby does seem like if you could sling that thing around, it seems like such a great investment in time. Alright, so time to check the rest of the slope. So we need to minimize the probability of a sudden arboreal drop. Stop after all, okay. So we need to determine the number of trees we would encounter if each of the following slopes you start at the top left and traverse. Right 1, down 1, 3, 1. Okay. Right 1, down 2. Okay. Hey, yeah, I would love to lower the volume. Sorry about that. You know, funny thing is, I actually barely hear it. Oh yeah, I see it's quite loud there. Sorry. I think that's probably That's probably better, I hope. Let me know. Thank you. So I normally I had that turned way down, but when I did the pair programming last weekend, I changed how I did my audio settings, and now they're way different. I've also got new headphones today. Check it. So everything sounds a little bit different. I'm digging them. Alright, so I think I'm going to do a little bit of... these are hyper... And I just opened these up. HyperX Cloud Flight S. What I really wanted were the Arctic 7s, but they are like sold out pretty much everywhere in the known universe. So I ended up going with these, and they seem really nice. The only thing is, my ear is touching the inner pad, which is a little bit strange to me, but it sounds good, and I'm hoping I'll get used to it. Otherwise, maybe I'll get some less cushy pads, because I do wear I wear headphones pretty much all day. When I say all day, I mean like 10 hours. So I love me having a nice chair and a nice set of headphones. And here's where I wish that I had a unit test set up. I'm gonna cheese it and just rely on manual investigation here. This will let me make changes and know if I altered my results at all. I'm gonna take this, so I'm gonna comment that out. We might need that still. Okay, so that's looking good. So I think really we just need to kind of take the slope out, and we have a couple different options. And I think the data set again is 323. That's small enough that we can brute force it if we need to. So maybe just for like a first shot, we'll take slope. I'm gonna do it separately, which is probably a waste, but so I'll say that's like, I don't know, delta X, delta Y. So this will be delta X, and this will be delta Y. And I mean, I think, did we just finish this problem? See if we get the right answer here. Yeah, so right answers. We could definitely do it in one pass. So basically, just do a little bit of extra math here instead of calling the function 3 times. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just be done today, and I could go to sleep and be ready to knock out tomorrow's problem. All right. Well. Say maybe count trees on multi-slope. I'll take a list of slopes. I haven't been typing so far. I'm not gonna start now. Yeah, yep. I'm fully waiting for the ramp up, but so far pleasantly surprised. Day 1B kind of it tricked me. I thought it was going to be worse, but worked out. Thanks to help from this chat right here. That's why it worked out. I was about to go to a very dark spot with poorly trying to solve dynamically. All right, so I think yeah, all we need to do here is just multiply the numbers together, right? multiplied together, they produce this answer. Alright. So I'm just gonna keep that there and then multiply. Slope and slopes. Alright, and thank you very much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. And yeah, I think we pretty much solved this one. So for each slope and slopes, we're going to count the trees. And we'll pass the map we take in, so that doesn't change. And we'll pass the slope at 0, slope of 1. Maybe we'll say product equals. Oh, what if there's any that are 0? So if any are 0, then you could short circuit, because multiplying any number by 0 is going to end up, of course, in being 0. So I'm feeling that won't come up though. That's it. I'm not going to worry about the optimization because I think it's unlikely and I think it'll be minor. It's not worth the extra couple lines. Let's say whatever I name this thing. Here I could even do like test map, a little nicer. And real map. Save this couple lines. We'll look up what the actual answer is. Of course, gotta do minor cleanups that don't matter. This is the way. Pass our test map first, and then for slopes, we'll basically just have an array called slopes of tuples 1. And the answer we expect is 336 for the sample data. So, fingers crossed, drum roll. There. Slope of 1. Drum roll. Wrong answer. Did I get my X's and Y's in the right order? That was right for X and down 1. Oh, here we go. I started the range at 1. Should have started at delta Y. Let's try that again. Can't run it that way. Try it again with the proper button. And oh, things have gotten much worse. Oh, how they've gotten bigger. Well. It did say multiply, right? Did I use the right file? Test map, yes. Okay, well, let's see where things went wrong the lazy way. Oh, do we need to not do duplicates? Oh, didn't say anything about duplicates. So, the answers we expect here are 2, 7, 3, 4, and 2. So this should be 2. We get 2. Okay. Alright, 3 and 1. We know from doing that one earlier that we expect 7. Alright. 4 and 2. Yeah, I just mistyped something. Okay. Seven and 1. It's a pretty big jump there, is that right? Yeah, right, 7 down 1. We expect it to be 4. I mean, that all looks pretty good. So 1, 2 is definitely not like the others. Maybe I didn't add right. So it makes sense why that one would be different. This one we expect to be 2. I should have checked that one first. Yeah, so that's wrong. Okay. That's a good error to have. Don't think it's a problem here. Oh, look at that. I still have Y. Oh, look. Oh my gosh, this is all wrong. That's amazing that it even worked. I changed the wrong thing. This should have stayed a 1 for our tree increment. And our delta Y is what we should have increased Y by. So that was just a straight up regular bug. And we still got the wrong answer, which is amazing. Should have gotten 2, is that right? Okay, so you know what time it is. Let's bring that print statement back. Which, oh, I finally did get rid of it, didn't I? Let's ask our old friend undo. Control Z. And hope we don't accidentally hit a key. It's very dangerous. Going on a tightrope here. Never do this. Okay, so here's probably the problem. No, I think I'm okay with that. Oh, I need to increment. Yeah, Control Z, JZ. Yeah, so I'm still looping through every record, which is wrong. I need to do this a little bit differently. It's almost like the number of steps. So for Y in range here divided by our delta Y. Is that all we have to do? And we'll do integer division. Okay, and we got the correct answer there. Let's try the rest of them. Get rid of that print. Yeah, so the deal was I was still, even though I was hopping to the right spot, I was then incrementing to the next row. So even when it had the slope of 2, I was checking row 0, row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. And so I was counting trees that I shouldn't have counted. Basically, I should only count the even trees there. So, yay, that's all good. So there's our real slopes. So now if I take in the real slopes, we should get the answer here of whatever that big number was that I keep getting rid of. I should really start copying the relevant data into the file. One of these days. Okay, here we go. Final answer is the real map. Really big number. No, the answer is too high. Well, that's just terrible. What would be special about that map? I feel like I missed a trick. Still feel like it's got to be that too. I kind of want to take a closer look at the output of this. Yeah, I got cocky. Print 2. And leave that in. Alright, so here we checked these 3 spots. And I can already tell this is wrong. If we look at our file. So we were supposed to be going run over rise for 1 and 2. So the first spot that we should have checked is 1 by 2. So over 1 and down 2, which is a tree. So that's correct. Now the next spot we checked should have been 2 and then 4. And instead we checked 2 and 3. How did 2 and 3 happen? Oh, this is an upset. It's doing that thing that, oh, because I overwrite Y. Jeez. This should really be like an I. I just need to know what step we're on. Okay. So now we'll do it like this. So we're going through a number of steps. So in this case we have 10 rows. And so we're going to step from delta Y, which is 2, to 5. And that's also wrong. Really, this needs to start at 1 now. So we're going to step from 1 to 5. And in here, we're going to multiply by the delta Y. So this will be 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Now we'll fix our problem. And it doesn't change it for the 1, so I believe that now we'll get the same answer. Oh my gosh. Hey, what was that error? Reference before assignment. Oh my gosh. Okay, what did I do wrong here? 12. Length of the map should have been 10 divided by 2. Do I have an off by 1 error? We got 10 divided by 2 is 5. 3 times 2 is... Oh, y shouldn't be plus, it should just be equal to. Sorry, these are dumb mistakes. These are midnight mistakes. Alright, so here we get 1 by 2. This increments by 1 every time. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and this increments by 2 every time. And we still get the right answer. Let's see if we get all the other right answers. And this time we got it. I feel like this is it. Oh, get rid of those prints. And after we get this right, we'll delete this print statement, act like it never existed. Our little secret, right? Alright, moment of truth, y'all. Okay, the number is smaller. So that tracks with the hint we got here. Alright, zip. Alright, 47 minutes. Alright, cool. Hey, we're making a picture. It's pretty neat. Let's check out the leaderboard. I still don't know really what to think about that. If I look at my personal stats, I guess. Or we'll see who else in coding blocks is. Ooh, no. Is done. Hey, Ollie! Very nice. Alright, man. LX2, very nice. Alright. It's awesome. Man, excellent. Excellent work, y'all. Alex, you're in a different time zone. How'd you do that? Hey, Metabytes, going good. Just finished. I was just poking around the leaderboards. Today was easy. I took a very just basic approach. That row of 2 ended up being trickier than I thought. So what I ended up doing is basically just dividing the length of the map by the change in y, and then assembling my y basically per step. So it was all really easy. It's just adapting the problem, I think, was the tricky part. Like if you had those instructions from the beginning, it would have been fine. It's just that was the trick in figuring out how to kind of change it in a smart way. And I was lazy. I basically just ran the same problem from 1 over and over again. I just took in the slope. So pretty dumb. You could definitely do that in just 1 pass, and it wouldn't have been much harder. It just seemed easier to debug this way. And I've still gotten away from the unit tests, so I basically just did kind of like old school printfs to like kind of verify that I didn't change things along the way that broke. Yeah. So did you end up doing it 1 pass, basically loop through this thing and like kind of like check all of them? I felt like this could have been slicker. Definitely have a lot going on here. It seems like I shouldn't have to do that. Yeah, I know all about that. That's good though, because I decided not to do the problem tonight, and I was like on my way to bed, and I was like, oh, poor Santa, you know. He does so much for us every year. He really needs my help, so you know, I did it for Santa. Oh my gosh, you know, I've been trying to figure out how to of the types. That's awesome. I could have swore I did this once and it didn't like use the default value. It just didn't do what I expected to for the type hints. So okay, num rows. Okay, row length. Okay, so you don't have to keep checking that. Nice tree count. Excellent variable naming there, by the way. Oh yeah, we do the same thing there. Okay, yeah. So we did it like nearly identically here. And I still like this. I didn't do it, but oh, this is slick. I like that much better than what I did. I really need to focus on those functional, like Python. I actually just saw, and these guys are a sponsor of Coding Blocks, so gotta mention that, of course. But they have a course on functional programming in Python. So I was thinking about working through this one of these days, and they've got basically a whole chapter on what I am really struggling with here, which is just these iterators. I don't want to say like struggling because I'm used to in other languages, but just I want to really like pound this into my brain. Like I want this to be second nature because I'm just wasting time. Kind of, and it's frustrating when you know that there's an easier way to do something but you don't know what it is, and so I kind of get like split brain, tore up trying to think if I should, you know, look it up and learn that now, or if I should just try to power through and get done with the problem. So, trying to avoid those rabbit holes. So yeah, I've been looking at this fella, or my next course. I was going to do another course next, but I think that's going to be it instead. Yeah, so I'm about to take off. Just thinking about doing another raid because that was really cool last time. I really enjoyed that. So I was going to see if I don't know how you say it, Gesundheit, Gesundheit. All right, he's around. So y'all want to raid Gesundheit again, or somewhere else?
He's my best friend in the whole world.
See, I'll check if anyone else I know is on and streaming right now. Oh, I don't know this person. They are streaming. I like this guy's hats. All right, Gesundheit it is. All right. That's Gabe's the bear. Okay, I think that's how it worked. Oh, yeah. All right, let's do it.